160 years ago, the Emancipation Proclamation was signed that all slaves were to be free. That momentous decree came as a great beacon light of hope for millions of Negro slaves who had been seared by flames of weltering injustice. That's what Dr. King explained in 1963. But 160 years later, right now, in 2022, we're still fighting for the equality in our community. It shouldn't matter our income level or what career we chose or even the value of our property. We are all still the people of Raleigh. It's okay for us to work together to build our city, but there's an encouraged separation when it's time to enjoy our city. 160 years later, there's still Raleigh citizens being pushed to a lonely island of poverty in the midst of material prosperity that surrounds us. We're not asking that you give us what you have. We're demanding that you give us a fair shot at our own prosperity. Many hardworking men and women wake up and go to temp services and day labor companies to do the work that most people don't want to do. Because when you fall on hard times, what you had doesn't matter. We are all the same. Great people of Raleigh, it is time for us to create our change. It is time for us to remove this bandage and truly allow these wounds to begin to heal. It is time that we all get to pull up a chair to the table and be heard. I have a dream today that one day every child in our school system will be given the same respect and support as their classmates. I have a dream that one day the great people of Raleigh will receive the education of all resources available in our city. I have a dream today that all the people of Raleigh will have a fair shot at life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It is time for us to stop accepting the promises of lies. We can no longer sit back while being pushed out at the same time. It's not by chance that the ability to afford housing is at an all-time low, but it's also not by chance that big developers' profits are at an all-time high, while the livable wages is at an all-time low. It's not by chance that our current leadership have begun to implement community engagement committees during election season. We have our power, but that's by using our voice to vote. I urge you to update your voter's registration or maybe get registered to vote for the very first time. Our freedom fighters before us died for our right to vote. And I'm asking you to stand with me on November 8th as we show those who fight against us that our vote matters. And if by chance you think your vote doesn't matter, then know this. If it didn't have power, they wouldn't go so hard with suppressing your vote. So I'm asking, will you stand with me? Because they're asking, who do we think we are? Who are we? We, the people. And I'm DeQuanta Copeland, your candidate for mayor.